Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rebecca, and on this channel I talk about anything and everything that has to do with yoga, and I have some practices in here for you too. So this video is going to answer your question, can yoga help with weight loss? If you've been trying to lose weight, or if you've been considering incorporating yoga as part of your weight loss routine but aren't sure if you're wasting your time, stick around, this video is for you. Today's video, I'm going to give you 4 ways that yoga can help you lose weight. And you should stay to the end because the last one is interesting and it's not exactly what you think it would be. All right, the first way that yoga can help you lose weight is because of the mindfulness. I know this one isn't like it doesn't seem like a big issue when it comes to losing weight, but there was a study done in 2016 that showed that the mindfulness aspect of yoga helped people lose weight because they were more mindful of how they felt, they were more mindful of their choices in food, and they were more mindful while they were eating, which resulted in them knowing when they were full, so they didn't eat as much. The mindfulness aspect of yoga also helps people become more in tune with their body. When you're more in tune with your body, it's not just the motions and the movements, but it's also about your energy levels, if you've got enough, whether you should eat something, with high protein, something that's more of a veggie, or whatever it is, you become more aware of what your body actually needs when you get low on fuel. All right, the second way that yoga can help you lose weight is due to better sleep. Studies have shown, there's a study in 2018, I'm going to put these links in the links below. Studies have shown that higher quality sleep leads to easier weight loss. All right, let me say that in another way. Better quality sleep is associated with weight loss. People that have a regular yoga practice tend to fall asleep faster, stay asleep, and wake up feeling more rested. In 2018, a study was done and found that people that were deprived of their sleep 5 times per week lost less fat than those that had quality sleep 7 days a week. One of my favorite things in yoga, and this is kind of a little sidebar, is called yogic sleep. It's Yoga Nidra is the Sanskrit term for it. And Yoga Nidra is much like a guided relaxation where you lie on your back. It's more than a guided relaxation also. It really is a practice in relaxation techniques. And I'm going to talk about why that's important as we get a little bit further into the video. Yoga Nidra is a practice that requires an intention at the beginning and an intention at the end. So when you incorporate that intention in the beginning and the end, and if your goal is to lose weight, then you might, do you see where I'm going here? You can reprogram yourself through these practices. Yoga Nidra is a technique that helps you access the subconscious mind. Because when we practice these deep relaxation techniques, we have access to the mind that's running all the time in the background, not the thinking conscious mind that makes choices during the day. The subconscious mind is very powerful, and it's what we know. It's basically our operating system. The choices we make are always us checking in with our subconscious, basically, to see if it jives. And if it does, then we make that choice. The subconscious is basically all of the patterns, habits, thoughts, beliefs, things we've learned, accumulated, becomes our operating system. So you have to change that if you want to change your habits, and Yoga Nidra is a fantastic way to do that. Hey, do me a favor, if you're enjoying this content, hit the subscribe button below. Number 3, while yoga doesn't burn as many calories as traditional aerobic exercise does, it definitely does burn calories. There are certain styles of yoga that are more aerobic, athletic than others, and if you're doing those practices 3 to 5 times per week consistently, you will definitely see results. The top styles of yoga that are more athletic oriented are Hatha yoga, Vinyasa yoga, Ashtanga yoga, and power yoga. All right, number 4. This one is going to surprise you, I think. This, I think, is the most powerful aspect of yoga. This is why I saved it for last, because it's really juicy. Yoga balances the nervous system. What do I mean by that? I mean that yoga helps us to use the parasympathetic as well as the sympathetic. So sympathetic is the fight or flight, parasympathetic is the rest and digest. All right, you see where I'm going here. Most people live in a chronic state of moderate stress. Moderate stress is really easy to trigger high levels of stress. So if a person's walking around in a moderate state of chronic stress, it's very easy for something to come along and trigger them and put them into a higher state of elevated stress. When the person's in this higher state of elevated stress, the fight or flight system is really kicked in. That literally turns off the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest. So when you're in this heightened state, the body literally shunts blood away from the digestive system and it pushes it out to the extremities because that is what we need for fight or flight. If it's not there for the digestive system and the digestive system is shut down, you're not assimilating nutrients. Do you see where I'm going here? Okay, so not only that, but chronic levels of stress, moderate stress, is associated with high levels of cortisol, which is associated with high levels of belly fat. Okay, this is science. So in every yoga practice, whether it's vigorous or easy and relaxing, we are practicing an even inhale and an even exhale. That helps to balance the nervous system. It helps to kind of ratchet things down just a little bit. When you're doing this, the body comes into a state of ease. So that is why even folks that practice relaxing, restorative yoga, yoga nidra meditation will improve their chances of weight loss because of the fact that they're triggering the parasympathetic nervous system. They are learning the art of relaxation, and when they do that, it helps the nervous system to take it down a few notches and not kick into that overdrive. We do need the system to kick into overdrive when we're faced with something that requires fight or flight. But typically, just getting some moderately news shouldn't send someone into a tizzy. Yoga helps to bring things back down a notch or 2 or 3 or 10 if you need it. So how often should you practice yoga if you want to lose weight? You should practice 3 to 5 times a week a vigorous yoga style that makes you sweat, that challenges your strength, that challenges you to stick with that breathing that's so difficult in the practice 3 to 5 times per week. On the off days, you should be practicing something a little bit more restorative and relaxing. All right, so that's it. That's not even getting into the energy woo-woo stuff of why yoga helps people lose weight. All right, it's legit. You should try it. I'll see you on the next one.